Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Oh, hi, Dave. This is Danielle. Love your show. I just got a question. With Ford being hurt now and Chubb being out, I know we got Kareem back, but do you guys think that we will make a trade possibly for Derrick Henry? Tell me what you guys think. Woof, woof, go Brownies.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. I don't know. The Titans appear to be sellers. They certainly like Nick Chubb and want him back, but he's coming, that's a pretty significant injury. What are your thoughts about Derrick Henry?
I think it's possible. I do think he is a player that is probably available for a trade in the final year of his contract. Yes, he has a $10.5 million salary with the prorated portion of that remaining, about $6.5 million. But I think Tennessee would also be willing to eat some of that remaining salary. What you do is you convert it into a bonus, you keep it on the incumbent team's books, and then you get more of a trade return because you make it cheaper for the other team contractually to bring him in. And maybe Tennessee is also open to doing that. I think Cleveland's going to be aggressive. I don't know if it's Derrick Henry specifically, but obviously they added some guys to their practice squad, and maybe they do make a splash because the fact he's a pending free agent, I think the selling point is, look, Nick Chubb's our long-term guy, but he's not playing this year. You come in, play behind a great run-blocking offensive line, maybe the best in football, go out, dominate for 10 games, maybe help us make the playoffs, and then you can sign elsewhere in free agency because we have Nick Chubb back on the mend. It's pretty appealing, I would think, for Derrick Henry in that situation. But, yeah, I think the Browns, despite the injury to Watson, which maybe complicates it, but I think they are buyers at this deadline, no question.
So along those lines, this is from Sports Illustrated, and trades they would like to see, and they say Henry to the Browns. They say it'd take a third-round and a sixth-round pick. The Browns don't have a lot of draft pick, but the other part of this that we haven't really said yet today, Brad, is they almost have to be aggressive because of the defense that they have. And to your point, Jack Duffin tweets this out, the prorated part of what would be left is $6.4 million. There was some talk about Tannehill, and I don't see that happening. That's the price tag on Ryan Tannehill. But when you have a defense this good, you kind of have to do what you can to have an offense that is serviceable.
I agree. And the last reason, because the entire AFC North is 500 or better as well. So you can't sit idly by and not maybe get aggressive here. So I'll tell you this. The name below Derrick Henry as well, in Danico Autry in Tennessee, is extremely interesting to me as a potential trade target for the Cleveland Browns. Jim Schwartz, obviously, comes from Tennessee. He was there 2 years, and Danico Autry's 2 best years in every metric you can look at, but particularly as a pass rusher, had the most pressures, most sacks, highest pass rush grade, highest pass rush win rate, per us, but he's had a decade-long career, and PFF thinks his 2 best years are with Jim Schwartz. And I also think the interesting thing there, he's, again, a guy that can play on the inside and the outside. I think you'd see him as an interior pass rusher, can play 3-tech, 4-tech, 5-tech, can do a lot of different things. I know this defensive line's been incredible, but I do think another player to bring the snap counts down a little bit for some of their guys and continue to rotate him and Carl Lawson with the Jets. I think 2 guys that the Browns are going to at least make calls about and see what the price tag looks like.